This is The Deep Dive, and you're listening to your weekly AI news summary from...
We're here to cut through the noise of the last 7 days, ending January 11th, 2026.
Exactly. Our mission is to pull out what really matters. So let's jump right in.
Okay, where are we starting?
Let's start with OpenAI. Their strategy seems to be all about talent right now.
Another acquire.
You got it. They just brought in the team from Convogo. They were an AI executive coaching startup.
Interesting. So the product is gone, but the team stays. They're not buying the IP.
Nope. They're buying the people, the expertise.
And that's fascinating because it's not just any talent. It's founders who focused on automating, really high-level human feedback.
The kind you'd need for professional tools.
Exactly. They're basically injecting that DNA straight into their cloud efforts. It's like they're trying to solve that tough problem from the inside. How do you get an LLM to coach an executive?
So that's the internal focus. Externally, they're launching a big consumer product.
ChatGPT Health.
Right. And it's driven by just massive demand. I saw a number, 230 million health queries a week already happening on the platform.
That's huge. But the tricky part is the data.
Yeah, integration piece.
Right. It can pull from Apple Health, MyFitnessPal, that kind of thing. But, and this is critical, they're promising not to use any of that personal data for training their models.
That firewall is everything for user trust.
It is. But you have to remember, at the end of the day, it's still an assistant. It's not a doctor. It's not for diagnosis.
That focus on privacy is actually a perfect segue into education.
Where the issue isn't privacy so much as accountability.
Totally. Google Classroom just dropped a new Gemini tool. It can take any lesson notes, a lecture, whatever, and turn it into a custom podcast.
So you can set the grade level, the topic.
Yeah, or even make a dry text into a cool conversational interview.
For different learning styles, that's a huge step forward. Imagine reviewing a history lesson as a roundtable discussion.
But here's my question. Is Google just shifting the quality control work onto teachers who are already swamped?
That's the friction point, isn't it?
How can a teacher realistically check, say, an hour of AI-generated audio for accuracy before giving it to kids?
They can't, not really. And Google's own warning that educators must review the content that proves the tech is moving faster than our procedures. You can automate the delivery, but someone still has to be responsible for the truth.
Okay, let's shift from the classroom to the global stage. China is making a really big play with something called Manus-wide research.
The new multi-agent tool. This one caught my eye.
Instead of one agent working on a task, it unleashes over 100 of them in parallel, all at once.
And the demo was wild, evaluating hundreds of sneaker designs in basically a single click.
So what does this signal for the bigger picture?
It signals that China is pushing hard in the AI agent sector. This isn't just about foundation models anymore. The race is about building these, autonomous, hyperscaled workforces, and China is moving fast.
And the speed like that takes a lot of capital.
It certainly does.
Which brings us to XAI. Elon Musk's company just announced a massive funding round. They were targeting $15 billion.
And they blew past it.
Way past it. They raised $20 billion. Backers like Nvidia, Cisco Investments, Fidelity.
$20 billion isn't just runway, it's rocket fuel. That money is going straight into developing their next models, like Grok 5, and just building out massive compute infrastructure.
It's a huge vote of confidence.
It absolutely is. It puts them right at the top as one of the most heavily financed AI startups ever.
And all that money is going to flow right into new hardware, which was a huge theme at CES 2026.
Right. Nvidia gave us a peek at their next-gen Rubin AI architecture.
A whole platform, right. GPU, CPU, networking, all designed to boost throughput and, I guess, make cloud inference cheaper.
Exactly. But at the same time, we saw the other side of the coin.
AMD. With the Ryzen AI 400 series for laptops.
Right, and these chips offer up to 60 TOPS of power for local AI tasks.
So for someone listening, what does 60 TOPS on your laptop actually feel like?
It feels like speed. TOPS is just trillions of operations per second. So 60 TOPS means your Copilot Plus experiences are snappier, more private, because they're running right on your device.
So less reliance on the cloud for basic stuff.
Exactly. AI is now advancing on both fronts.
Yeah.
Massive power in the cloud with things like Rubin, and really substantial power right in your hands with Ryzen.
To wrap up, we have a really surprising health story.
Yeah, the Stanford research.
They found that an AI can analyze detailed sleep study data polysomnography, I think it's called.
Yep.
And from just one night of sleep, it can predict the risk for over 100 health conditions, even things like dementia.
That's the truly innovative part. It takes data we already collect and turns it into an early warning system. It could move sleep studies from just diagnosing apnea to, well, being a tool for assessing long-term health risks years before symptoms ever show up.
So a final thought to leave everyone with.
Yeah, if you're looking at what's really going to accelerate AI right now, which is more important, is it the massive cash infusion, like the $20 billion XAI is using to build data centers?
Or is it the fundamental hardware shift, putting that 60 TOPS of power directly into the next laptop you buy?
I think the answer to that really defines where we're going to see the biggest impact first.
A great question to think on. And that's your weekly AI News Summary Wrapped. Join us again next Monday for the next roundup.